So this complex is all going to be done with the exercise ball. Very versatile tool, can be used for the legs, core, lots of good stuff, stability training. We're going to show you a nice little routine that you can do. So starting out as a warm-up, or actually if you feel comfortable, we're going to try and just balance and stabilize on the ball for about 30 seconds to a minute. All four limbs down, okay? So we want to make sure that we're nice and controlled and almost just kind of trying to play around with the chaos that the ball can deliver to you here. So if we want to mess around, we can try and go one hand off, alternating limbs almost, get a leg off potentially, if you feel good with those. Maybe try and step a foot up to the ball, step the foot up, go no hands and just kind of cradle on the knees, hang out there, and there's a few more progressions as well. So we can, boom. The idea here is that we get one foot on, and then work into the second foot, kind of like almost a Spider-Man position. And we're just gonna hang out down here for a second. Boom, we can go no hands as well. And then from there, if you feel really comfortable, we can actually try and squat up on the ball. Okay, squeeze the legs, takes a lot of stability, a lot of focus, a lot of the core. And maybe you do a rep, progress all the way back down into the final position there. We're gonna start you off, okay, push-up position on the ball. And hang out here, boom. Make sure the shoulders are stacked up over the wrists, so we're nice and long, nice and strong, glutes are tight. We're gonna try some really slow, controlled mountain climbers here. Okay, only looking for about 10 to 12 total. Want to be really slow though, okay, not popping them off. If it's a little bit too tough for you, you can actually plant the ball against the wall for a little bit of extra stability and support. Okay, when you finish those off, you're gonna drop down to the elbows, more of a traditional plank position. We're gonna hang out and do some pot stirs, so basically just drawing some circles here. You wanna challenge yourself how big you're drawing. Okay, boom. We're gonna go for 10 each direction. If that feels a little bit easy, you wanna ramp it up a touch, you can go into a figure 8 type motion, which is just a little bit more movement, a little bit of chaos, but we want to make sure our core is nice and engaged, you're breathing constantly the whole time. Okay, rest about 30 seconds in between exercises there. You got 2 rounds of that to kind of get the core fired up, ready to go. Flip over. We're going to attack the legs a little bit more, so we got some hamstring curls. We want the calves on the ball, toes flexed up, which is going to fully engage the calf, and not really allow it to help out with the curl. Okay, so toes flexed up, brace through the floor, butt up nice and high. Again, we're not arched in the spine, we're going to be nice and controlled here, core nice and strong. Okay, we're going to curl in, drive the hips at the same time, trying to make this as close to a single joint movement as possible. Single joint meaning just a knee joint is working here, so we're not bending through the hips as well. We're going to try and keep the hips locked and just work through the knees. So we're really attacking that bottom half of the hamstring there. Okay, 10 to 12 there. Right after that, we're going to curl the ball all the way in, and now we're still looking for a single joint movement, but now from the hips. So we're going to lock the knees in this type of position, in this triangle. Push into the ball, drive the hips up nice and high, more like a glute bridge here. So we're looking for 10 to 12 as well, and that should really give you a nice burn in the hamstrings after the curls. And then we're gonna go in your hand to feet transfers. So we're nice and long, you're gonna come up, pass the ball to the feet, try and extend, don't let anything touch the floor, back up, pass it over the hips, good extension, up, boom. Squeeze the ball from the legs. If you want to make it a little bit tougher, throw a little bit of fun, you can try to toss it up, go for a little catch. Go for a little catch. Work on that coordination a little bit. So we got 3 sets of that as well. 10 to 12 reps of everything. Back from the abdominals here. So first thing we're going to do is basically like a nice strict abdominal crunch. So we're going to let the body kind of roll out over the ball here. We're just going to sit all the way up. Okay, roll through, sit all the way up. Try not to let the knees extend too much, so we don't want to come up and kick out and just kind of let the knees and quads do all the work for you. So hold that 90-degree position at the knee and curl up. It does give the back a lot of structural support as well with the ball, so feel nice and safe here. Just carefully that you don't totally disengage. Excuse me, as we stretch out, we still want to be active in our abdominals, so we're not putting all the stress into the low back. So we're looking for about 15 to 20, kind of whatever you can pump out there. And we're going to be nice and close to the wall. We're going to jack our feet up, okay, staggered stance, kind of like you sit up for a side plank. We're going to try these oblique crunches, just like a side crunch. Coming up, dip down, wrap around the ball again, crunch up to the side. Wrap around the ball, crunch up to the side. Okay, you need the feet nice and braced against the wall for a little bit of leverage, a little bit of support. Looking for tennis-side there. Get the hip almost right on the ball. Dig that sucker in so you have a good fulcrum to work off of. You're gonna dip down, crunch up, trying to stay on that frontal plane as much as you can. So not really twisting into it or anything like that. 10 per side there, and then we'll stay against the wall. Put the ball on the low belly for some back extensions. These can be a little bent here. Again, wrap around the ball and just come up all the way. If you want to make it a little tougher, you can almost add a little bit of a rotation. If you feel good with that, if you got any back strain or anything going on, then you probably want to avoid the twist and just stick with a nice strict rep. Looking for 10 to 12 there, and we're going to pump out 3 sets of this little abdominal core circuit as well. So you're hitting the front, your side, and your back, all in one little routine.